everyone, and welcome to a brand new video today. Today we're on a completely different game, and as you can tell by the title, it isn't what I've usually done. And if anybody's actually played this game before, you'll know that it's something a bit different. But one thing you may not know about me is I hold drifting closely to my heart. As stupid as it sounds, I do really enjoy drifting, and it's one of the main things that I actually really like doing. So to find a game that I can do that and drift online with people with and compete is just amazing. So if you've not already been able to tell, we're playing Peak Angle, which is an online drifting game currently in the making. So we've got the beta version. You can, I believe, upgrade to like a premium account if you buy 500,000 credits, which I was going to do on my previous account because I'm on a different account now, but I've decided not to yet. I decided to introduce the game, kind of, so to speak, and then buy the credits to see what sort of reaction it gets. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, I reckon I will get the credits, just for the simple fact that this game is pretty amazing from what I've learned from it first off. So we're going to jump straight into it, running the Toyota GT86 on a quick competition on the map Japan Drift Park. So I'll have the same league cars, which is okay. By the way guys, just a side note, I am running the mouse and keyboard. I was running my Thrustmaster T80 steering wheel, but for some reason it stopped working recently, so I've had to use my mouse and keyboard, so excuse me if I'm a bit rusty on the game, but my Thrustmasters for some reason stopped working. Luckily I've recorded a few Spin Tires videos to let out you guys, but I'm going to be buying a new steering wheel soon, and hopefully that'll fix the problem. But that's linking to my other thing as well, guys. These Spin Tires videos I've been letting out recently, I hope you guys are enjoying them, because there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I've not been able to do as many videos as I'd like to do, but I've tried my hardest to get a few videos out, and I hope you appreciate that. Another thing as well, guys, I am running a new microphone today. I don't know whether you guys can tell the difference in the audio. Hopefully you can, because I spent a bit of money on it, and hopefully worth it. Right, so for some unknown reason, we're on a side view. I think I'm going to have to fix that, but I have no clue how. Oh wow. Oh well. I'm going to have to fix that, definitely. Bear with me guys. So for some reason, my game decided it was going to unassign the keys to change the camera angle, so now I've fixed it. Hopefully we won't run into any problems again. So anyway guys, like I was saying, I am running a new microphone today. I spent a bit of money on it, just because the microphone I was using before was a bit poor quality, and I just didn't really have time for it. I just wanted a bit better quality. I hope it's good enough for you guys, because to me it sounds a bit quiet for the audio recording. So I don't know whether that's just me. It does sound a bit quiet. I seem to have to put myself on like full volume when I'm playing back my videos, but I don't know whether that's occurring to any of you guys as well. So if that is, please actually leave me a comment in this. Why do I always say leave me a comment in the description? How are you going to possibly do that? Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Just let me know what the microphone audio is like for you guys, because for me it's not amazing, but it's better than it was, if you know what I mean. So hopefully, there we go, we'll get some drifts in. Right, so it is extremely difficult running it on the mouse and keyboard. I'm probably redlining it all the way through, because my audio's got to be so low that I can actually talk to you guys. But I have actually been drifting on this game for a while, but I've been using my Thrustmaster T80, and I don't understand why it's just decided to stop working. Very unknown, I'm extremely confused about it, but I don't know whether it's just me, whether it's happened to a few people, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, not many people I know have Thrustmaster T80 steering wheels. They're not that common on the market. It's your beginning starting out steering wheel. It was at the time, and I mean I've had all your G27 steering wheels and your Driving Force GT, and the steering wheel I'm thinking about getting next is a Driving Force GT, but I was gonna buy a G27. I just thought it was a bit too expensive, and I'd rather have something that I can work on, because I know how to build like H shifters and clutch for my steering wheel, and personally I prefer the Driving Force GT's layout than the G27. I feel like it's more of a comfortable steering wheel to use. So, like I was saying anyway, I don't know whether this is just a bug in the game or whether my steering wheel is actually broken, but I tried my steering wheel on another game that I'm hoping to bring you guys some content on. It's Streets Japan. So anybody that's watching this video has probably seen it or heard of it before, but basically that's another drifting game, not on, well actually yeah, it's probably about the same as this. It has the arcade feel to it, but it's still quite a fun game in terms of drifting. Like I said, this game is still in the process of being made, so whether or not it's going to feel like, I mean, it could be a completely different game when it comes out for real, and I'll be one of those people that will be definitely buying it when it comes out if it costs, because this is actually a free trial version, so this doesn't cost a lot for the time being. Well, it does if you want to get out of the trial mode and buy yourself some credits, but personally I quite like the idea of having a trial version first, because it's kind of like, you know, you can see if the game's actually any good. I know some games do that with like demos and stuff, but I don't think in demos like this is what you'll be doing on the game. So this game, the trial version of this game actually shows you what you'll be doing, rather than giving you a little insight of what you'll be doing. This gives you exactly what you'll be doing, just you'll be getting much better cars and much better things to do basically, so different tracks etc, more upgrades for your cars rather than being limited. But I do enjoy this game, it's very fun, even if you're not a car person. Like personally I'm a big car person, I always have been there, but even if you're not a car person, these games are actually really quite entertaining in terms of just having a laugh with people online. But personally I take it quite seriously, because like I said, I'm a big fan of drifting, and I always have been from the movie. I just find it cool how people, I mean, I find it almost like a talent how people can make a car go sideways around a track. To me it's like, you know, one of them things that people look at and think, wow, that's really amazing. I mean, people might look at drifting and think, right, what's the fun in it? I mean, it looks stupid. It's all you do is burn your tyres out and cost yourself a lot of money, you know. But to me, people have that view on this. I can have the same view on something they like. So, you know, loads of different people think differently and like different things. But no, when this game comes out, it'll be one of those games that I will hold dear, you know, and do a lot of videos on. I mean, I'm saying this as if the game's not out, because I don't actually know whether the game's fully out and you just have to purchase a 500,000 token credit things, which is about £12.30 British price. But I don't know whether the game's actually come out yet. I mean, maybe that's the full version, you've just got to buy the tokens, but you never know. I'm just going to have to find out when I purchase the tokens. So anyway guys, this has been a little insight to Peak Angle. Please do not hesitate. If you enjoyed this video and you like the look of the game, you can go and get a free trial version and, you know, play the game, and if you like it that much you want to buy some credits and get the premium version, if that's how it works, then go ahead and do it. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and the amount, I'll just quickly run you through the tuning options. You've got everything. You've got the tyre pressures, your tyre hardness, your weight distributions, your transmissions, your gear ratios. You've got your suspension stiffness, when you want it soft, when you want it hard. You've got your steering analog controllers, stuff like the discrete controller, wheel angles so you can camber and tow your wheels out, acceleration, dead zones and saturation, all your braking, your downforce and your differential. And that's just in the making. This is just the beta version, so there could be many more things to come, and it's quite exciting, to be honest, because I've always wanted games like this and to do things like this. I mean, anybody watching my videos may think that's a bit odd because I haven't really done anything on games like this, but it's just one of them things that when it comes out and I hear about a new game and it's something like this, I will be playing it, no doubt. So anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little introduction to the game Peak Angle. Like I said, do not hesitate to go and download it. I mean, there is obviously minimum requirements of getting the game and playing the game on your console, on your PC, but it's just one of them things that you're not going to know what it's like until you try it for yourself. So I would highly recommend you go in and trying out the game for yourself and get into grips with it, because just watching me go around a track's a bit boring. If you want to go and do it for yourself, I would highly recommend it. So anyway guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please go and drop a like below. It is much appreciated, and help me on my road to 100 subscribers, because it seems like a bit of an insignificant number, but 100 subscribers is, at this moment in time, is a big number, and it would help me out a lot if you go and subscribe. Also guys, just promotion, check out my Spin Tires giveaway. I am giving away 2 potential copies of the full Spin Tires game through the Steam store. All you need to do is click the link below for the Spin Tires giveaway video, like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment giveaway. The prizes are drawn on Friday. That is 2 days. This video is going up today, Wednesday. What's the date today? Wednesday the 17th of August 2016. Go over to that video and comment giveaway, subscribe to my channel and like the video, and you'll be automatically entered into the competition that is drawn in 2 days. You've got 2 days guys to potentially get yourself a full copy of the Spin Tires game. And I'll add, there's not loads and loads of people entered, so the less people that enter, the more chance you have of winning. So anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, subscribe for more and like this video if you've enjoyed it. Comment in the description what you thought to it, and don't forget to comment what my microphone quality is like for you guys. If you enjoy the microphone content, the microphone quality, and you like it, then I'll be sure to hopefully bring you more content with this microphone. If not, then I'll try tweaking it a bit. So anyway guys, my name's been Tom, I'll catch you in the next one.